Hi everyone and welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to test out some new products. I have got a new foundation, concealer, some bronzer sticks and eyeshadow palette. This is going to be a chill talk through video, so get ready to relax and let's get started. I'm going to start with the MAC Fix Plus. I will be using an oil controlling foundation today, so I'm expecting it to be a little bit matte. So I want to moisturize my skin really well. I'm using this cute mini size because I really like the spray on this. This feels so refreshing. It's like a burst of hydration. Let's give that a couple of minutes. I have a new sunscreen today. This one is from Grass. It's a foam sunscreen. It's the Grass Play Dirty Whip sunscreen. This has got SPF 50 PA+++++. On the bottle it says that you have to shake this vigorously before using. So I'm just gonna give it a nice shake. On the packaging it also says that for the face you just need a coin size amount. I think that much is enough. Now this sunscreen has got a very strong fragrance. It's really easy to blend it though. Like it just disappears in my skin. It's also very lightweight, like you cannot feel anything once it's blended. It also gives you a very beautiful glow. So you actually just need a coin size amount for your face. I still have this much left. Now this is not too oily or sticky, so this can also be used by oily skin I think, but the only thing is that this has got some fragrance. Now this sunscreen is also supposed to give you a smooth base for makeup application, so I'm not going to use a primer today. Let's just jump to the foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Soft Matte Oil Control Foundation. This has got 24-hour wear and hyaluronic acid. So I have the shade Sand. Now in the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, Sand and Warm Beige both work for me. This however looks a little bit light for my skin tone, but let's see if we can make it work. This is supposed to have a weightless formula, 24-hour smoothness, sweat and humidity resistant, 12-hour moisture, non-creasing plus non-caking for 24 hours. Those are a lot of claims. I really like the packaging. It's very travel friendly. It also has a pump. I think I'm going to use my sponge for applying this foundation. This has got a texture similar to their Born This Way foundation. Okay, let's test this out. I really like the coverage. And it also looks kind of glowy on my skin. I mean, for now, it looks glowy. It has got nice coverage and it also looks very natural on my skin. I think we can get more coverage with a brush, but it does look very smooth on my skin. Also, I think this is a really good shade match. It looks very natural on this side. It has got the coverage, but it looks very natural. I have a lot of acne spots on this side, so let's see if this can cover these. I'm going to use this brush from Mars. Okay, it definitely has got more coverage with the brush. I really like the finish of this. It looks really natural and it covers everything. Like all my acne spots are covered. This looks more semi-matte once it sets on your skin. My pigmentation is still a little bit visible, so let's try to build this up in this area. I'm going to take half a pump and we're going to use a brush. This is the PAK 218, my favorite concealer brush. I also love using this for my hyperpigmentation. I'm just going to try and build this. Now this is something I love about Too Faced foundations. They have really good coverage and they still look very natural on the skin. These also have an amazing wear time. They're going to stay put until you remove your makeup. They also don't crease easily. It's not looking cakey at all. Okay, next I have a new concealer from MAC. This is the MAC Studio Radiance 24-Hour Luminous Lift Concealer. Now I got the shade NC35. This again was a product sent to me by the brand. Now for the MAC Studio Fix Concealer, I generally use NC40. That too is a little bit light for me, like that's my highlighting shade. But let's try the shade NC35 in this. I think this is going to have a more natural coverage. Oh, let's try it out. I really like the wand, by the way. I think this too is gonna be my highlighting shade. Let's see. Let's blend this out with a sponge. Okay, wow, that blends effortlessly. And I also like the shade. That kind of blends like the Rare Beauty concealer. Disappears into my skin. It's also highlighting my under eyes as you can see, and I really love that. Like it's just a natural kind of highlight. Nothing over the top. I mean, my first impression is that I really like it. I definitely like it more than their Studio Fix concealer. Wow. It's so easy to blend this. I love it. I think I'm going to apply some on my chin and some on my forehead. It has got somewhere between medium to full coverage. It kind of looks natural, but it does cover my dark circles really well. I love how my base looks right now. Like my skin is so textured right now, especially on this side, and I'm loving the foundation. It's not exaggerating the texture. I think the concealer and foundation both oxidize just a tiny bit because now they look very much like my skin, like my perfect shades. Okay, next I have another new product from Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick. Now I have got the shade Chocolate Mousse and it also says Chocolate Soleil on the packaging, but I think the shade name is Chocolate Mousse. Okay, love the packaging, it's very classy. I received two shades from the brand. One is Chocolate Mousse and then the second one is Chocolate Lava. I'm gonna swatch both of these for you. This smells exactly like chocolates. I wanna eat it. I really wanna eat it, like right now. Okay, this still can pass as a natural contour for me. Wow. So this is chocolate mousse. And then we have chocolate lava over here. I think I need a shade in between these two. But I'm gonna try and blend out chocolate lava on my skin. Or maybe I should use chocolate mousse. Maybe I should use both. Okay, let's start with chocolate mousse. The lighter shade. These are the two shades, by the way. Chocolate mousse is definitely more cool toned, as you can see. It's gonna mimic natural shadows. I think you can use this for contouring. It's a good shade for contouring. It's very cool toned. It's almost gray. Wow, that blends like butter. Wow. It's also very pigmented. I probably shouldn't have applied that much, but I think chocolate mousse kind of works for me. I think this is a really nice contouring shade. It's so creamy, by the way. The texture just melts into my skin. I really want to try chocolate lava too. So for this, I'm just going to take some on the back of my hand, like that much. And I'm going to pick it up with the brush. And let's place it. Oh my god. That's a lot of pigment. Let's shear it out a bit. And let's place it over here, like a bronzer kind of thing. Now this shade I think is neutral. So you can either use this for bronzing or contouring. Now the shade Chocolate Lava obviously gives more warmth to my skin because Chocolate Mousse was very cool toned and this is more on the neutral side. So this is how I'm using it. I'm just picking some up, then shearing it out over here and then applying it. Now let's apply some blush. This is not a new product. This one is from Forest Essentials. It's the Satin Cheek Tint. Okay, I'm going to use this brush from Mars. Let's pick some up. I'm going to press it very lightly on my skin. Okay, next I'm going to set my face with the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation. This one is in the shade NC41. I think this foundation is a really good foundation for weddings. It's not creasing at all. Like, even if I don't set this area, I don't think it's gonna settle in my smile lines. Also, the concealer has a very natural finish. I think I'm going to get a darker shade of this concealer. Now I want to plump up my lips a little bit. So let's apply the Too Faced lip injection. Okay, now I'm quickly going to do my eyebrows off camera, and then we have a new eyeshadow palette. We'll test that out. Okay, so today I'm going to use this Smashbox Always On Mood Board eyeshadow palette. This has got some really good neutral shades, and this is a new launch, so I thought of trying it. The eye look on this side may look a little bit patchy because my skin is so rough and it's peeling, but I'll try to make it look as even as possible. Now for my eyeshadow base, I think I want to use this bronzer. I want a nice brown base. I'm just going to take some on my finger and press it in. We'll blend it later. I'm using the shade Chocolate Lava, which is the darker shade. Now let's try and blend the edges. I'm using the Prosh P22 brush. Just want this to look nice and brown. Okay, now I am going to start with the PAK 393 brush, which is this large fluffy blending brush. And the first shade I want to pick is this one from here. Okay, these do have some kickback on the pan. I'm going to build this up very slowly. Just applying this shade above my crease to soften out that bronzer. I love how this blends. Okay, now I'm going to take this shade from here, and I'm just going to use my same Prosh P22 brush. Tap off the excess. Let's just put it directly into the crease. And right now I'm just adding it to the crease. Later I'll blend out the edges with the transition shade. Next I'm picking this shade from here. This is the darkest brown on the palette. I'm putting this on my outer V, I'd say. I'm just dabbing it in because I know I can blend this later. These are very blendable. Now let's blend this to the inside. Now I'm going to take some of that transition shade. Let's blend this out. Let's blend out the edges. For my lower lash line, I'm directly going to use this shade. I'm using the PAK 102 brush. I really want to try this shade from here. It looks really nice. It does look amazing. For my inner corner, I'm going to use this shade from here. And I'm using the Pro Art PE29 brush. It's a small pencil brush. Now I'm going to do a small liner and apply some mascara, and I'll be back. For my lips, I'm going to do a lip combo from K-Beauty. First, I'm going to use the lip liner in shade Fame. I finally got a new one from the Pink Friday sale. I use this lip liner a lot. This is my favorite brown lip liner. And I'm going to blend it inside. I also want to use a little bit of this bronzer on the center of my lips. Okay, now I'm going to use the Hydra Creme lipstick. This one is in the shade Dreamer. I want it to look a little bit more cool toned. For that, I'm going to use the bronzer in shade Chocolate Mousse. This is a very cool tone shade. I think this will neutralize the lip shade. Yes. So this is the finished look. I am loving the base. It's been almost 3 hours since I applied this base, and it needs no touch up. I just love how this foundation stays on my skin. It looks so fresh, has full coverage, and it looks so skin-like. Also love the concealer. I'm definitely going to get more shades of the concealer for no makeup days when I just want to use a concealer and no foundation. These bronzer sticks are so buttery. I think I liked all the products that I tried in today's video. If you want me to try any other new launch, do not forget to mention it in the comments. And that's it. I really hope that you find this video helpful. If you did, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.